Hello everyone, it's me, Modeler 1942 again. This time doing a bit of a live video. It's been a while since I've actually updated anything. Last time I did a video was about two months ago, maybe more, and it was when I was working on, just before I was working on the Revell Lancasters that I did recently. I sort of rage quit a little bit. Those kits weren't the most friendly kits to do, and they're kind of after doing the engine nacelles on them, I got in a bit of a mardy with myself and walked away and didn't come back to the desk for a very long time. Um, just recently, I have finished one of them off, which I put some pictures up last night of it, which was the Johnny Walker Still Going Strong, the Lancaster B1. The other Revell one that I was working on at the same time, I haven't got any further with that one yet. I think I might just sideline that for a little bit until I've got a touch more motivation for that kit. But keeping in the theme with Lancasters, I'm now working on, as you may have seen in the thumbnail, the Airfix Lancaster B2. I think this is actually the first B2 kit that came out in kit form and not as a sort of a resin detail kit or an aftermarket conversion kit, as far as I'm aware. And normal Airfix quality, the Lancaster good kit. I've done the Danbuster one before. The only difference with this one is that the engines are not Merlin engines. They are Bristol Hercules engines. And from what I've read, it was a bit of a stopgap measure between, in case or in fear of the production lines of the Merlin engines being halted, either through German bombing or resources or whatever could have occurred. And they basically designed this Lancaster. I think they only built about 700 of them, maybe less. It's probably in the blurb for the instructions, but they only built a very limited quantity. But it was just in case they couldn't build the Merlin engines for the normal Lancasters, so they could still get by and still get bombs over Germany, basically. It didn't perform as well as the Merlin engine Lancaster. The altitude ceiling wasn't quite as good. Couldn't quite carry the same sort of bomb loads at the same altitudes, and its cruising speed was a lot less as well, from all accounts. But if you still need to get bombs over Germany and you had no Merlin engines, I think it would have done. Because when you look at what the RAF were using, or Bomber Command were using before the Lancaster came into service, I think it was a big improvement. They basically only had twin-engined aircraft at the time. The Whitleys, Blenheims, all of them had very limited range as well, until the Halifax, Stirling and Lancaster came along. So, like I said, I'm working on the B2 Lancaster at the minute. I've just put the interior together, sprayed it, just giving it a quick gentle wash over it with some of the Vallejo game washes that I've got. I've just tried using that one today on the black area. It seems to come out alright. Excuse me. And I think that'll be the version that I'm doing. This one's got the enlarged bomb doors, as well as it's got the ventral turret on as well. So it's a very different variant, not just because of the engines as well. Like I said, I've just got it all together. And all I'm using at the minute is a bit of Tamiya Weathering Master at the moment. This is something I picked up from a local hobby shop. So far, it's been quite good results. Adding sort of chipping detail with this has been really quite good. Mainly because it doesn't seem to lay on quite as heavy as paint. When you put it on, you just sort of like dust it over the surface. It just leaves a little bit of residue pretty much in the place you want it to. And you can also scatter it with a little brush. It's basically a little makeup cosmetic brush that comes with it. So far, good product. It has its uses. Can be a bit fiddly in 70 seconds, but I guess it's just something you get used to. At the minute I'm just adding a bit of sort of bare metal colours to some of the ribbing on the aircraft. The good thing as well is, because it's like a powder, basically makeup form, you can literally rub off the residue quite easily with your finger if you need to. If you lay it on too heavy, just rub it off and it goes quite nicely. So so that's basically an update of what's been going on recently. Like I said, I walked away from the desk for a while. I seriously had a rage quit. It was this is the one that I haven't quite finished, but it was the inboard engine nacelles. Some of the ribbon on the inside lifted this up too high. Just the general fit of each of the inboard ones was an absolute pain. Even just trying to get the cowling together with the engine inside it, which I built up as per instructions. And I think because I've got about another, I've only got 4 more Revell ones to do as well. So I think in future what I'll do is blank off the inside of there, not bother putting the engine in, and just stick the exhaust to whatever blank I put on the inside. It's just, it was a pain. Even the landing gear wasn't that good. This all locates to what you put on the inside of the engine nacelle, and some of the location points for the landing gear when you're fitting it weren't the best either. So when I was doing that post painting, pre-varnish, that was a touch of a pain, that was, but I got it done. I was quite pleased with the results. I'll just get it off the shelf. So I was quite pleased with how it finished up in the end. After all the pain and prolonging it and sort of like procrastinating, I'd come in the studio and look at it and go, yeah, no, not today. No, I'll do it another day. But eventually I got round to starting it. I finished it within a week. Something I did do was melt up the wheels as well, because the ones that come with the Revell kit aren't weighted. Just to add a bit more realism, I weighted all the wheels. Just got a lighter, heated it up, and then just pressed it on a flat surface. But all in all, I was quite impressed with the model actually. The detail is quite good on the kit, and it is nice to have the option to expose one of the engines, which I did on the inside there. And also, I've got a few spare ones as well, so I can use them in, say, a little diorama, something along those lines. I can put them on like a stand next to the Lancaster on a diorama or something along those lines, like they're doing an engine change. So yeah, they are quite useful. But the Airfix kit is much superior in fit in general. I found that from the Dan Buses one that I've done previously. It is a much better kit. I do have a Hasegawa one to do as well in the future, which I'm doing as a B3 Lancaster, which will be S for Sugar, which is on display in RAF Hendon Museum. So that's one that I will be doing in the future as well. And hopefully tomorrow I'll be picking up another Lancaster as well. I've had a bit of an obsession with them recently. But the one I'm picking up tomorrow is a friend of mine from work, and it's an old, it's 1980s tall Airfix one, and I can't find a conversion kit to save my life. The only one I have seen about is the Paragon one. I'm not willing to pay 50 quid for a bit of resin. And the kit that I'm after is the B1 Special. So the B1 Special was a converted B1 that had a scallop bomb bay, similar to the Dan Buster's one, but it came further in here. And that carried the Grand Slam £22,000 bomb. And he's got that kit, and so far I've been seeing them going on eBay for quite a bit of money. I think they're quite sought after, these ones. So my intention is to get hold of that and transpose basically one of those sprues onto a new tall Airfix kit, which would be nice, a bit different, I think. Plus it's different colour markings as well. They were done in the TLS scheme, which is a temperate light coloured scheme, which instead of the dark earth, dark green and black underside, they were, I think it was either ocean grey or medium sea grey underneath, and they were light earth and light green on top as well. So on a lineup of Lancaster, it's nice to have something a bit different, hence why I'm also at the minute doing the B2 with the Hercules engines. Sort of gives a broad spectrum of all the Lancasters that were flying at the time, of all 7,000 or so Lancasters that were in service during World War II. I will probably look at doing some post-war ones as well, which there's ASR, the Air Sea Rescue ones. They're pretty cool, and some of the post-war reconnaissance and marine reconnaissance ones as well, pretty cool. I have looked at doing a local one called Just Jane, which is based at East Kirkby. I've seen that Lancaster taxi quite a few times. Absolutely beautiful one, and that's a B10, which was a Canadian-built Lancaster. Now that one, there's not many major differences, but the biggest difference is it didn't have the FN turret at the back. It had a Rose turret, which had 250 cals instead of Brownings on it. So that'd be a nice addition to the collection as well. Plus, I've seen a face-to-face taxi a few times. And to the guys at the East Kirkby Aviation Centre, they're looking to get it up in the air soon. So, well, not even soon. I think they need a new wing spar, but they're trying the hardest at the minute to get the money together to do that, which should be awesome to see that fly. I'm pretty sure if that gets up in the air, the Canadian one, I think it's Vera, that'll be coming back over to see it as well, which would be absolutely brilliant to see three flying Lancasters. Anyway, that's the update for today. Thanks for tuning in if you did watch it live, and it's going to be up on the channel for a bit. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, thank you very much.